The Mark Sanchez case is blowing up with new filings of discovery, and it's pretty hefty. It appears that the state has a lot of evidence. I am talking a list of over 20 officers with body cam footage, dash cam footage, and car footage. They were uploaded yesterday to the docket. I'm going to go over this with you guys, and wow, I mean, if this footage is what I think it is, I don't think this is going to be very good for Mark Sanchez. I'm Lauren Conlin from Los Angeles Magazine. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe, as this is your daily pop culture, scandals, and crime news. All right, let's pull up the filings here. So just to give you a rundown here, Mark Sanchez is currently being charged with a felony assault in the case of the 69-year-old truck driver or hotel worker that was parked between two hotels. Mark Sanchez appeared to be possibly intoxicated, got in his truck, told him he couldn't be there. A fight broke out. His victim, Perry Toll, says that he used self-defense because he thought his life was in danger, with Sanchez, who was a 38-year-old ex-NFL player, quarterback. And Perry Toll, the victim, stabbed him again out of self-defense. So what we have here is the first of the discovery filings that were dropped in the docket by the state. And this case is going to trial as of right now, December 11th, 2025. So it's moving pretty fast. And these filings were basically the first filings that we've seen so far in this docket for this case. So I'm going to pull up my Twitter from yesterday where I posted all of the files. And by the way, it's so crazy because in the state of Indiana, you actually have to FOIA request for every single document. And if you're not familiar, that's the Freedom of Information Act. So it is quite a pain. So I'm not going to go over this part too much. Just very quickly, it says the state of Indiana hereby notifies the court that it has complied with the rules of discovery in this cause as follows: any law enforcement recordings, records received by law enforcement from laptops, cellular telephones, or electronic communication devices, whether from a provider or from a search by law enforcement, records received by law enforcement from providers of social media applications or peer-to-peer payment applications, or alleged victim medical records demonstrating the injuries to the elements of the charge are discovered under the protections of the Marion County XYZ, any recordings. Okay, so it goes through all this. It's talking about physical evidence. Now it says, due to cloud storage, and this is at the bottom here. Okay. Wait, I just lost it. Okay, so this is the first filing. The Marion County Prosecutor's Office reserves the right to remove discovery from the provided links 30 days following the filing of this notice. So they're basically recommending the defense download everything. So it says copies of the following have been forwarded to the defense counsel or made available for the review: body-worn cameras or video recordings from the following Indianapolis Metro Police Department officers have been forwarded to defense counsel via e-discovery. And there is a list of, oh my gosh, it's literally over 20 officers. So it says states additional witnesses, dash cam video recordings from the following Indiana Metro Police Department officers. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 6 officers with dash cam footage. And then in-car video recordings. That's another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's crazy. The other document I will just pull up. I'm not going to, basically it says the same thing on the first page of that one, but this one says, okay, the Marion County Prosecutor's Office is no longer requesting 911 calls on all cases. So this one, it says it's not requesting 911 calls. Please contact the deputy prosecutor to notify them of the request. So copies of the following have been forwarded to the defense counsel or made available for review: the charging information, probable cause affidavits, the incident number, incident history reports, Indiana criminal cross match of Mark Sanchez, Marion County cross match of Mark Sanchez, person detail of Mark Sanchez, officers, arrest report, booking information, detective exculpatory memo. That's interesting. Dated October 4th. So I would like to read this. And by the way, nothing is available to the public at the moment. So they have to make some kind of decision on that, if that, or the judge has to anyway, if we will be able to see that. So let's see. And then it says photographs are available to the Marion County Public Defender's Agency through blah, blah, blah. And then they have an additional witness. So I am thinking that that witness was the guy in his car who was watching the fight go down. He was in the original affidavit. But basically, what that tells me is there is a lot of video evidence here. And look, if the state didn't think they had a case, they wouldn't have upgraded his charge to a felony. I mean, they wouldn't be going so hard at this. They wouldn't be so confident. A lot of video footage here. So I'm thinking it's not going to be great for Mark Sanchez. Could there be a plea agreement in his future? I don't know. We'll wait and see. I also wanted to point out that in the civil suit that the victim brought forth against Mark Sanchez and his employer, Fox has requested an extension of time for their response. That tells me that they're preparing a motion to dismiss, because you wouldn't request an extension unless you were ready to file, a very lengthy response here. So I think it's going to be a dismissal. But I also realized, I never played the video of Mark Sanchez, his initial response to the media, the first time he spoke out after leaving the hospital, getting booked, his mugshot and all. He spoke after leaving the facility. What do you call it? It's the Justice Center, in Indiana, and it's huge in Marion County. So he spoke to the local media, and I'm going to play that clip really quickly because he is a broken man, All right.
Mark, is there anything you want to say to the people of Indianapolis?
Right now, I'm just focused on my recovery.
Can't even look up.
And I just wanted to thank the first responders, Eskenazi Hospital. I'm sorry, you're going to hit some. Marion County Sheriff and the Indianapolis Police Department, Metro PD. But I'm focused on my recovery, and I want to see my wife. I want to see my son, my 2 baby girls.
Okay.
There'll be a day to answer all these questions, and unfortunately, today's not that day.
Anything you want to say to Mr. Toll?
I guess the real thing here is I just want to thank Dr. Mosler, the surgeon. She saved my life. So
all right.
I'm grateful for that. Sorry, I can't answer all your questions.
So I think, the biggest thing here that the public took away from that was he didn't mention his victim at all. He was asked about his victim, didn't mention anything, didn't even mention, I hope he's recovering well. I hope everything's fine. So, I mean, obviously his lawyers told him not to say anything about the I'll say alleged victim. I mean, it seems, I'm not even going to say it seems obvious this guy, Perry Toll, was a victim because this case hasn't gone to court yet. My opinion is that he definitely was a victim, minding his business, doing his job here. But yeah, that to me just shows that Mark Sanchez's attorneys they advised him not to say his name. I don't think they wanted him to speak at all. I think maybe he should have said, I can't comment on anything right now. I'm so sorry. Thank you so much for your well wishes. And then just bolted. I think that might have been better than thanking everybody and just, obviously ignoring the obvious. But then again, he kind of had to. All right, enough about Mark Sanchez. Again, we are staying on this case here at LA Magazine. So thank you so much for joining me. And I will see you guys tomorrow. I love that you're all here watching for the daily pop culture scandals and crime news of the day. I'm Lauren Conlin.